Welcome to Aqua Talks, where marketing meets bold, game-changing ideas. Join your hosts, Larry Aldrich and Maddie Dudley, as they explore the art and science of cutting through the noise, capturing attention, and fostering meaningful connections with your audience. Whether you're a destination marketer, government contractor, or simply passionate about the transformative power of marketing, Aqua Talks offers engaging discussions, fresh insights, and actionable strategies designed to inspire and inform.
Welcome back to Aqua Talk, sponsored by Brentz's Technology LLC and Zanique. We're here for the next few days at Destination Florida in Bradenton. We will be speaking with quite a few DMOs. Stay tuned for a lot of good conversations coming up. Thanks. Thanks for joining us again at Aqua Talks. We're still at Destination Florida. We are joined with We're joined with Kylie Diaz, Senior Vice President of Community Engagement at Visit St. Pete Clearwater. Hello, Kylie. How are you today?
Hi, good. Thank you for having me.
Okay, we want to tell a little bit about yourself, your background, what you do at Visit St. Pete Clearwater.
At Visit St. Pete Clearwater, I am in charge of community engagement, and that covers a few areas. So I am in charge of our capital funding program. I also oversee our chambers. We have a partner base of about 4,000 people, so I oversee all of our partner base. And we just have a lot of fun. We've got a great team over there under the leadership of our president and CEO, Brian Loack.
Okay. We first met, I believe, was it the Governor's Conference or Destination Florida last year?
One of the two, yeah.
Yeah, and you gave a little bit about, you were relatively new to the destination, yes. And I can't remember where you said you came from.
Well, I'm not new to the destination. I've been in the destination since 2016, but I am new to the role at the DMO. So yes, I come from a marketing and hotels and attractions background, so I've kind of covered all of the bases.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. I knew there was something new. I just couldn't remember, and we talked about a lot of different things.
We did,
and it was a year ago, so excuse me for my bad memory. It's still early.
We meet a lot of people, so it's okay.
Yeah. So. Usually we'll talk about trends or something interesting going on, either, in your career, in the industry. Is there anything that sticks out you'd like to bring top of mind?
Yes, actually, we have been working at Visit St. Pete Clearwater on some meaningful travel efforts. Okay. So really excited about that. It's something I'm very passionate about. And so that's a trend that I'm excited about right now.
Is there anything in particular that you're at liberty to discuss? Sure.
Yeah. So we've actually partnered with an organization called Tourism Cares, and they are out there in the industry working with DMOs to help people connect to meaningful travel experiences in their destination. And so what that means is people that are looking for something a little bit deeper, if they want to connect with the people of a destination, the culture of a destination, its history, its environment. It's about those transformative experiences that you can have in a destination that you might not get just, with your regular hotel stay. It's about digging a little deeper and for an experience that you can take home and really remember.
Okay. So just a couple of things I wanted to actually ask. And I'm gonna read them, so excuse me. At Clearwater Marine Aquarium, you had a balanced conservation goals with tourism marketing. What did that teach you about mission-driven marketing?
Oh, okay. Clearwater Marine Aquarium it was my previous role. I was the director of tourism marketing there. And their mission is rescue, rehab, and release of marine life, education, and inspiration of the human spirit. And that taught me a lot about marketing that's rooted in authenticity and with purpose. And, there we weren't just promoting an attraction, visitation, and making sure that those visitors were having an emotional connection with us was really the engine that fueled, the tourism was the engine that fueled our success and the success of the animals and the success of the conservation work. So the tourism was the engine that provided the ability to be able to do the conservation work.
Okay. I've been coming to Florida for quite some time. I haven't quite moved here yet, and I love the St. Pete area. I haven't spent much time in Clearwater. So where is the Marine Aquarium? I mean, I love that type of activity and I'd like to visit it. So can you give a little bit about maybe the location, or tell me something a little bit about the Marine Aquarium, because I'd like to visit.
Well, it has the benefit of being located on one of America's most beautiful beaches, Clearwater Beach.
Okay.
So as you're driving over the bridge there into Clearwater Beach, it's right there on the right.
Okay.
And one of the benefits of that is the incredible partnership that you can form with the hoteliers there. It really is the backbone of their attendance. And so we were able to do some really exciting partnerships with the hoteliers, and it benefited the aquarium because it was, like I said, it was the backbone of the tourism. It was driving people right into the aquarium.
Yeah, I mention all the time, I watch a lot of National Geographic and Discovery. I love animals and fish. My brother's wedding reception was at the aquarium at the Pittsburgh Zoo.
Oh,
yeah,
so yes.
and I loved that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So at Visit St. Pete Clearwater, you oversee the capital funding program. Many people don't realize how tourism funding impacts local communities. Can you explain how tourism bed tax dollars support projects throughout Pinellas County?
Yes, absolutely. So the bed tax dollars that we collect, we're very fortunate to have a destination that year over year, we've been collecting over $90 million. So those bed tax dollars that are collected, which are paid for by visitors, they're not paid by residents, these dollars are reinvested back into the community through deserving projects. And so that is one of the programs that I oversee. And last year alone, I think we gave about $26 million to several projects throughout our county. These are museums, attractions, coliseums, sports arenas, beach park facilities. And these are, experiences that not just residents and but also visitors and residents can enjoy. So both. And it's really great to be able to be the person that gets to reinvest those dollars back into the community. And then in addition to that, we put about $100 million.
Wow.
That's another zero, $100 million towards, beach renourishment in our county. So we had some harsh impacts from those storms in 24. And so we were able to literally put sand back on the beaches through that $100 million investment.
I read a little bit about that.
Oh, good.
When I go, I bring my family down to St. Pete Beach in the summer. My mom, dad, brother, son, his family. So they like it a lot. Actually, my brother and his family will be back down here at the end of May. They like to go to Busch Gardens. Actually, we all like to go to Busch Gardens.
I love roller coasters.
It's fun. You've become very involved in meaningful travel initiatives. What does meaningful travel mean to you?
Meaningful travel to me, when I was younger, right after 9/11, I had the opportunity to travel over to Malaysia and spend about 3 weeks promoting travel and tourism. And while I was there, it was an experience that really it changed me personally. In 3 ways, really. It taught me, like I mentioned earlier, that power of transformative travel. Additionally, it taught me a deep love and respect for the environment. At the time, in Borneo and their rainforest there, they were experiencing deforestation at mass levels. And so I was able to hear and understand a little bit about that. And also it taught me, and this was kind of before I really truly understood it, but as a destination, how to respond in a crisis, because global travel was really down sharply and Tourism Malaysia was looking for a solution. And so as a result, that's how I was able to travel over there to film this travel and adventure show. And those experiences just really stuck with me in a way. I mean, I can remember every single moment of my time there, meeting the people, the culture, hearing about the history, experiencing the environment, climbing mountains, diving, doing all kinds of these experiences. And I believe that everyone should have the opportunity to experience travel like that, because it really helps you understand what a destination is and what it's about, rather than just feeling a destination on a surface level, checking the box, okay, I went there. It is, wow, I really understand this destination and what they're all about. And I think all of us at the destination marketing level really want that for our guest.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the business of vacationing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit of an extended term if you use it that way, because travel can be a day or two, but we look at it as vacationing. How did your background lead you to destination career in vacation.
Well, it was not a linear path. I will say that. It was not a linear path. So actually my background is in environmental education. And so I actually did my internship with the New York Aquarium at the time, worked in hotels and restaurants in New York City. So I really got a good understanding for both the environment and hospitality in New York. And hospitality at the time was a means to get me through college. And then it ended up being what I did as a career. And after leaving New York City, I was fortunate enough to work for Starwood Hotels. And so I traveled from there to South Carolina. And it was in South Carolina that I found a destination that was really doing things the right way. And it left such an impression on me. And so a lot of those things that I learned in South Carolina and Hilton Head, I have actually brought into our destination. Arriving in Clearwater, I was able to get the job at the Clearwater Marine Aquarium, which was 6 years of phenomenal, fun, meaningful work. And now I'm able to continue that work at the destination level. And I have been collecting these experiences and, and using those experiences as ways to transform my destination. And so that's what I'm passionate about. Yeah. That's kind of how my background sort of influences where I am now.
Yeah, the hospitality industry is a lot more than I would say most people know. A lot of people don't go to school to get a degree or get educated in the hospitality industry, probably because it doesn't sound glamorous, like say when you're coming out of high school or something like that, because they don't really know. I never knew how much fun, how exciting and let's just say, a great career that the hospitality industry can be. When a lot of people, they go, I guess they don't market it and advertise it good enough or well enough, because everybody wants to go to school for something glamorous, or even when people say, I'm going to go for nursing, I don't know anything else. I mean, and hospitality's there, and you can go anywhere in the world and have an amazing career in hospitality. And I didn't know that until I got into destination marketing.
Yeah.
And I find it, wow, it wows me still, that I love what I do now. I love this industry and the people I meet. And it's amazing. And I just kind of threw that in there when you talked about the hospitality. And I'm thinking, people don't go to school, or at least we don't hear as much about it, because it's not as talked about as much as, yes, nursing's a great career, engineering's a great career, but so is hospitality. And it's just something that you don't hear much about. Yeah. And that was my little...
It's okay. I mean, you find that people are deeply passionate about it. And it really is. I mean, there's nothing better than being able to promote beautiful places. Yeah. And we actually have a college course with St. Pete College that we've curated. And that's what we like to teach the students is, hey, you can go into hospitality, and it might not mean that you're just working at a restaurant or maybe the front desk of a hotel, but you could be working in marketing. You could be working in the film industry. You could be working in an aquarium. There's all these opportunities that are available to people in the name of hospitality. Yeah,
and it's rewarding. I mean, you can change the economics, the economic position of Malaysia or Panama City or St. Pete. I mean, you can make a huge change. Yeah. When you look back across your career so far, what common thread connects all of your experiences? I guess that was kind of a good sidebar, because it brings us right into this.
Yes. For me, I think it's got to be the power of partnerships. I would not be able to get most of what I am able to accomplish done without my partners and without the creativity and collaboration between partners. Because if you're working at a nonprofit, or you're a DMO in a rural area, or if you're a DMO for any area, you really need your partners to get things done. Sometimes your resources you need to stretch them, or you need to figure out, you might not have a resource, but your partner might. And some of the most incredible creative projects that I have ever done have been because there was a resource that I needed, there was a resource that they needed, and we came together and we formed a partnership. And I will be telling those stories for the rest of my life because it's so important. So I would say the power of partnerships.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful. I mean, we partner with a lot of different DMOs, CVBs, media companies, and without that, we wouldn't know the information we know. We wouldn't know where we can help, where we can be a part of change. So that power partnership is pretty important. So from the Visit St. Pete Clearwater standpoint, do you have a metric of how you measure success?
I would have to say that the metric that I measure success by is by the happiness of my partners and the power in our visitation. When people are happy in their destination, those visitors want to come back and they want to return. And you see it in the numbers, you see it in the tourism numbers and the state taxes that are collected and the bed taxes that are collected. People are coming back and they're excited to come back to visit St. Pete Clearwater. So it's a great destination and I'm really fortunate to work in it.
St. Pete does very well. And I can really personally mostly only speak on St. Pete because I haven't spent much time in Clearwater yet. But I hear a lot about how St. Pete has changed. I think it's beautiful, and I've seen it.
It is.
While it's beautiful, I didn't see the transition.
Yeah. And we have numerous other community gems. I mean, Pinellas County, it takes about an hour to drive from top to bottom, and there's you've got Dunedin, you've got Safety Harbor, you've got Tarpon Springs, you've got Gulfport, you've got these great communities that also kind of make the destination whole. So you've got St. Pete, Clearwater, and then all these other great destinations in between. And so, I mean, you could spend weeks exploring our destination, and that's our hope, is that travelers, if they can't experience the whole destination in one trip, that they'll come back and they'll experience our unique communities as well.
I've spent 2 years traveling through St. Pete, Pinellas County, and still haven't gotten to all those.
Well, talk to me next time you come. I'll make sure I get you.
I definitely will. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure, and thanks for meeting with me 2 years ago. A year ago. No, actually 2 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
As well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Aqua Talks, where marketing innovation takes center stage with bold ideas and actionable insights. Ready to take your strategies to the next level? Visit aquatalks.com to book your free consultation and explore resources that empower you to thrive in today's fast-paced marketing world. Until next time, stay bold, stay inspired, stay imaginative.